Everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Ira Anthony, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be ranking all of the DCEU movies from worst to best. But before we start, as always, if you have not already subscribed, please do so.
Come on, I want you to do it. I want you to do it.
Trying to hit that next milestone of 100 subscribers. So please help me out, guys. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. So let's go ahead and get started. So my least favorite DC movie, Suicide Squad. I absolutely hated this movie. My friend Blair and I, we actually went to the Mission Valley Theater to go see this movie. And like I said, we just saw it just because, yeah, it's the movie to go see. But the movie was terrible, like terrible. The movie was a mess. The plot was iffy. The casting was okay. The best thing about this movie was the soundtrack. The villain was terrible. The CGI was terrible. There's not a lot of redeeming qualities in this movie. The way that they did the Joker, we're not really feeling that. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you really, really bad. The Joker was like a drug lord in this movie, but whatever. And the thing was, he's probably one of the better parts of this movie, which says a lot. Next is Justice League. Justice League was a big letdown. I was actually really excited to go see this movie, and I just really wanted this to do well, and it did not. So they brought Aquaman in for the first time. It was really cool to see that. And Cyborg, I did not like Cyborg. He was very boring. His dialogue was terrible. The beginning of the movie was probably the best part, but they spent too much time trying to pull Superman back. And I don't know, The Flash, I didn't really like his casting. I hated the way he ran. I hate the way he tried to be funny. He wasn't. The way they did Batman, I just did not enjoy this movie. The villain was so weak. Like, they built him up, and then as soon as Superman came, he just bitch slapped him, and it was over. So Justice League, thumbs down. Next on my list is Batman vs. Superman. Now, this movie, people hate this movie, and I don't understand the hate for it, because I thought the movie was pretty solid. It wasn't great by any measure, but it wasn't a terrible movie either. I thought the acting in this movie was pretty good. I hated the portrayal of Lex Luthor. I hated the whole Martha thing. That was completely over the top. But I thought the plot was actually really good. I felt that they were trying to incorporate too much by bringing in Doomsday. I felt they should have just left that out. But I thought the movie is pretty solid overall. This next entry on my list is going to surprise a lot of you guys, because this movie is kind of universally recognized as the best DC film, and that's Wonder Woman. Like, I like Wonder Woman. I thought it was a good movie. I felt like they really copied Captain America, the first Avenger, but I was fine, because you know what? Copy what Marvel's doing. It's working for them. Maybe it worked for DC. And it was good. Like, the first couple acts of the movie were great. It was just the last act where things kind of fell apart for me. The villain was terrible. Like I said, I love villains, and the villain was terrible. Like, I hated the way he looked at the end. I hated his voice. But overall, I thought it was a nice movie. And this is where it gets hard, because these next three movies, I don't really know where I want to put them. So they're subject to change. So if I do a list later as more movies come out, these three could change, because they're kind of interchangeable. But right now, the number 3 spot goes to Shazam. Now, I just did a movie review on Shazam. If you haven't seen that, you should definitely check that out. I did a spoiler review and a spoiler-free review. I like this movie. I'm a big fan of this movie. And as I'm speaking to you right now, I'm like, oh, I should have put this at number 2 instead of number 3. But you know what? The damage is done. It's number 3. I'm sticking to it for this video. This movie was great. It had a lot of charisma. It was fun. And there's not many things I didn't like about the movie. And like I said, I already have a review, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking about how I feel about it. Next, Man of Steel. And I know you guys probably expected that to be lower on my list, but I thought this movie was really good. Like, if you compare it to the Dark Knight trilogy, I would say that it's better than Dark Knight Rises. Not as good as Batman Begins or Dark Knight, but this was a really good project. Like, we finally got a buff Superman. Like, if I see this guy, I wouldn't start a fight with him. He's the best looking Superman I have ever seen. I thought the origin story was great. Normally when you watch a Superman film, they start the origin while he's on Earth. But this one started back on Krypton. I thought it was phenomenal. The action was great. Superman was so powerful. I love the development of his character, and also the fact that he never actually became human, even though he tried really hard to fit in society. Number one, Aquaman, baby. I knew this movie was going to do great. I wanted this movie to do great, and it did. People are saying it's pretty good. It's just okay. This movie was phenomenal. It was really long, but at no point did I want it to just end. I didn't want it to end. I thought it was great. The visuals were awesome. The action was cool. There was some cheesiness came to it. There were some superhero cliche things that took place that they could have left out, but I'm totally okay with it. There was actually an Annabelle. There was the Annabelle Easter egg that I seen. No one is talking about. No one's seen. I feel like I'm the only one that saw it. If you haven't seen that Easter egg, if you watch the film, it's about 2 minutes after his brother, Ocean Master, sends a massive wave. You'll see Annabelle float across the screen. It's about for 1 second. This was, in my opinion, the best DCEU movie. But what do you guys think about my ranking? And how do you guys rank them? Drop your rankings down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have not already subscribed, please do so. And if you're watching this video, most likely your family or friend. So please subscribe for your boy. Anyways, I'll catch you guys another time.